Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, how you doing? My name is Ash. I am a makeup fanatic and a book lover, and the cicadas are very loud. And I'm gonna talk about books today because we are getting into almost October, and when I just started reading again this year, but I really like to read more of the spookier stuff in, October because, seasonal. And I'm going to share my potential spooky TBR, and I'm going to share also 3 books that I just read very recently and that I think fit in the October-ish months. I obviously have a lot to get through, so let's just jump into it. So like I said, the first 3 books I'm going to talk about I read already, and these 2 I think are perfect for October because they take place in October, so it's fitting. So the first one is The Ex-Hex, and the second one is The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling. So the first one follows Vivian and her second chance romance, and this one follows Gwen, who is her cousin, who starts a relationship with the brother, Bryce Pentahallow's brother, who we'll call Wells because I think it's Llewellyn. But these are witchy cousins, and it is just perfect because it really put me in an October mood, and I just read these in one day. And then the next one I read is The Salt Grows Here. It is a very small, fast-paced read. It's about 100 pages. The author is Cassandra Khaw, and this is a dark mermaid retelling. It kind of hints that it's, like Ariel meets the prince. The mermaid doesn't have a name, and it's about the mermaid and the plague doctor and what they find in the woods. Now, I wouldn't say that this necessarily scared me, but this I have to actively not think about because I know if I think about this, I will have a nightmare. But like I said, it didn't scare me. It was a very fast read for me. This one I liked a lot better than the other one that I read from this author, but oh my god, it's messed up. So my next set of books, these are all books that I haven't read yet, and I plan on hopefully reading them in the coming month. First one is Everything That Darkness Eats by Eric LaRocca. I still don't know what this one's about too much. There's disappearances, and it's like more like a thriller horror, I think. Super excited for that one. And I have Wrong Place, Wrong Time by Gillian McAllister. This will be my first book from this author, same with the Eric LaRocca. So this is a story about a mother who witnesses her 18-year-old son murder a man, and the premise is you see the murder and you go to bed and you wake up and it's the day before. And you finish the day and you go to sleep and you wake up and it's the day before that. You're going backwards in time each day to try to figure out what happened. Sounds very interesting. I'm very excited for that. Then we have The Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. This one I think is like a dark academy one. This one not necessarily like spooky October. I thought this was a good fit for like a breakup between like horror and thriller. I really don't know too much what this one is about, but I do have the second book, which is Hellbent, which follows, I don't know if this is a series or a duet, but I have the second one. I just want to give this one a try because I, to this day, have not read a Leigh Bardugo book, and I have quite a few of them, and I need to read them. Just Like Home by Sarah Gailey. This looks like a spring book because obviously pastel pink, but then you get the bloody house. So this is about a woman named Vera who has to go back to her childhood home that she's avoided going back to because her father turned out to be a serial killer and buried the bodies under the house. It seems like a creepy story. I'm into it. This next one technically is not obviously too much like October spooky. This is A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair, and I believe this is the first book in the series. At least I hope it is because that's why I have it. This is another telling of Persephone and Hades. I figured just, a nice break in between everything. I thought that this would be good. I've heard mixed reviews about this series, but I do love a good Persephone and Hades retelling. Obviously, I like Neon Gods. Hopefully this one is like just as good. And again, this one is not too much about anything October, but it's called Beautiful Grace by L.J. Shen. It is I think a darker romance. Not like a dark romance, but like a romance with dark notes. It says Scarred by Guilt, Carved by Tragedy, and Healed by Love. And the main character's name is Evelyn Lawson, and it seems that death follows her everywhere. Ghost Eaters by Clay McLeod Chapman. I feel like this one is very fitting for October because ghosts. So this one is about Aaron, who has an ex-boyfriend named Silas who's in and out of rehab, and the last time that she gets him out of rehab, a couple days later, he winds up overdosing. Her friend tells her about a drug called Ghost that allows you to see the dead, and she decides to take said drug to get some closure on what happened with her ex Silas. Sounds trippy. And then we have Clown in the Cornfield by Adam Caesar. Don't know too much about this, but it's very creepy. It gives me like old school vibes. Like, I don't want to say Stranger Things because I never watched Stranger Things, but like that era. It just looks interesting. This one is a killer clown story. I love clowns. I know for this next one, if you're interested in it, you should read all the trigger warnings. It is a very, very dark romance. Emphasis on the dark, and this is Her Soul to Take by Harley LaRue. I've not tried any of Harley LaRue's books yet, and this is the first in the series. The third book actually just came out, and I want to give this a read and then pick up the second and third one. These are, I think, available on Kindle Unlimited, but I figured it was right up my alley, so I might as well, you know, buy the physical copy. At least that's what I'm telling myself and not telling my husband what's available. But as much as this book is hyped, I honestly don't know too much about it because I kind of have been avoiding everything because I just want to experience it for the first time myself. But I am super excited to delve into this. And then the last book on my October TBR is A God in the Shed by J.F. Dubois. I love the cover of this. It seems so dark. It seems very creepy. On the back it says, "In the quaint farm village of St. Fernandad, an ancient evil lurks, threatening to destroy the town and its residents." Seems like a very fitting book to hopefully wrap up October. I do have a couple other more witchy horror-esque books that I want to get through, but I figured this is a good start. Hopefully I can hopefully I can finish them. This is a half makeup, half book account now, and I am so freaking excited for that because I love books. Absolutely love them. If you're interested in any of these books, I will have them linked down below. I got them through a handful of places: Amazon, Barnes & Noble. I think that's it. Let me know what is on your October TBR. If you have any good witchy, doesn't have to necessarily be romance. It doesn't have to be straight horror, but I like a mix. If you have any books like that, let me know down below. I'd be happy to add to my ever-growing TBR. I need to stop buying books though. If you want to follow me on my other socials, everything is linked down below. I do think I'm going to start a book talk account. If I have that set up before this video goes up, I'll have that included, but if not, I will make some sort of announcement when that is live. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.